Story 1: The Siren's Lure. The lake was calm, its surface reflecting the dim moonlight like a mirror. Tom and his buddies, seasoned anglers, set out for their annual fishing trip. They'd heard whispers about Lake Evernight, rumors of its eerie tranquility, stories of fishermen vanishing without a trace. But they brushed off the tales as mere superstition, eager for the thrill of the catch. As dusk settled, they anchored their boat at a promising spot. The air grew heavy, an ominous silence enveloping the lake. Tom cast his line, his bait sinking into the darkness below. Minutes turned to hours, yet the fish remained elusive. Just as frustration threatened to take hold, a soft melody wafted through the air. Mesmerized, the men looked around, searching for the source. Across the lake, atop a moss-covered rock, a figure emerged, a woman, ethereal and alluring, her voice weaving a spellbinding tune. Transfixed by her beauty, Tom's friends urged him to row closer, lured by the promise of a closer look. But Tom hesitated, a gnawing sense of dread clawing at his gut. Ignoring his instincts, they approached the mysterious woman. As they drew near, her enchanting facade revealing a grotesque creature, a siren, her eyes black as coal, her smile a mockery of human warmth. With a blood-curdling shriek, she lunged, her icy grip pulling the men into the depths below. Only Tom resurfaced, his mind shattered by the horrors he witnessed. They say he roams the shores of Lake Evernight, a haunted shell of his former self, forever tormented by the siren's haunting melody. Story 2: The Angler's Curse. Jake was an avid fisherman, his love for the sport matched only by his thirst for adventure. On a fateful summer's eve, he set out alone, determined to conquer the legendary Blackwater Bay, a place rumored to be cursed by vengeful spirits. Undeterred by the warnings, Jake cast his line, the tranquil waters whispering tales of forgotten souls. Hours passed, the moon casting an eerie glow upon the bay. Just as Jake began to reel in his catch, a bone-chilling wail echoed across the water, freezing him in his tracks. His heart pounding, Jake scanned the horizon, his eyes widening in terror as spectral figures materialized from the mist. They were the lost souls of fishermen past, their anguished cries piercing the night. With trembling hands, Jake attempted to flee, but an invisible force held him captive, dragging him deeper into the abyss. Desperate, he called out to the spirits, begging for mercy, but his pleas fell on deaf ears. As dawn broke, Jake's lifeless body washed ashore, his soul forever bound to the cursed waters of Blackwater Bay. They say his ghost still haunts the bay, a warning to those who dare to tempt fate. Story 3: The Haunting of Deadman's Cove. Nestled along the rugged coastline, Deadman's Cove was a haven for fishermen seeking solitude amidst the crashing waves. Jack, a seasoned angler, had heard tales of the cove's dark past, a place where ships vanished without a trace, their crews swallowed by the merciless sea. Undeterred by the stories, Jack set sail at dawn, his boat cutting through the mist-shrouded waters. As he cast his line, a sense of unease washed over him, the eerie silence punctuated only by the distant cry of seagulls. Hours turned to days, yet Jack's catch remained meager, a sign of the cove's ominous presence. Just as he prepared to call it quits, a spectral figure materialized before him, a ghostly sailor, his eyes hollow and vacant. Trembling, Jack listened as the sailor recounted tales of shipwrecks and lost souls, his voice a haunting echo of the past. With a final warning, the ghost vanished into the mist, leaving Jack alone with his thoughts. Haunted by the encounter, Jack vowed never to return to Deadman's Cove, his brush with the supernatural a reminder of the ocean's unforgiving embrace. Story 4: The Curse of the Angler's Amulet. For generations, the Fisher family had thrived on the shores of Lake Serenity, their livelihood dependent on the bounty of its waters. But their prosperity came at a price, a curse that had plagued their bloodline for centuries. Legend spoke of an ancient amulet, said to possess the power to control the lake's inhabitants. passed down from generation to generation. It was both a blessing and a curse, a temptation too great to resist. As young Ethan Fisher embarked on his first solo fishing trip, his grandfather entrusted him with the amulet, a symbol of their family's legacy. Eager to prove himself, Ethan set out at dawn, the tranquil waters of Lake Serenity beckoning him forth. But as the day wore on, Ethan's luck began to wane, his frustration mounting with each failed attempt to catch a fish. Desperate, he clutched the amulet, its ancient markings pulsating with otherworldly energy. In a moment of weakness, Ethan invoked the amulet's power, unaware of the darkness it would unleash. As he cast his line, a sinister presence stirred beneath the surface, its malevolent gaze fixated on its newfound prey. With a violent tug, Ethan was pulled into the depths below, his screams drowned out by the unforgiving waters. When his body washed ashore, the amulet was nowhere to be found, its curse destined to claim another victim in the endless cycle of despair. And so the waters of Lake Serenity remained shrouded in mystery, a testament to the folly of mankind's greed and the sinister forces that lurked beneath the surface. Each of these tales, drawn from the depths of folklore and whispered secrets, serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that await those who dare to venture into the unknown. So tread carefully, dear reader, for the waters hold secrets far darker than you can imagine.